Hello everyone! What is up, my friends and allies? Welcome to Thank You Universe. Today is Manifestation Monday, so what are we going to talk about? 3 amazing hacks, tips, and tricks to get your manifestation manifesting. Maybe your manifestations haven't been coming to fruition, maybe you haven't been able to manifest the way that you want to, and you want to learn to get better. So watch this video to the end because we're saving the best tip for last, but it's going to be a good time. So let's get into it. Manifestation. First tip is realizing that it is not simply thinking about what you want. So the law of attraction is what a lot of people first hear and are introduced to for manifestation, and basically the law of manifestation says whatever you think about, whatever you put energy into, that is what you will attract. But the second thing I said, whatever you put energy into is what you attract. So thoughts are things. In the law of mentalism, everything is mental first before it becomes a physical manifestation. So thoughts are things, but there's more to manifestation than just thought. It's the energy you put into it. And what is one of our main sources of energy in this manifestation? Our amazing tool and life source and manifesting tool is our heart. So we know that the brain and the heart both have electromagnetic fields around them that interact with the universe, which is itself a giant field. So think about the universe as a field of energy, and we are a subset of that field, and our brains and our hearts are subsets of us. And if you look at the work of the HeartMath Institute, which I've talked about in other videos, please go ahead and check them out. I will link them in the description. We know that the heart is actually way more energetically powerful than the brain, and the energy of the heart actually programs the brain, and it can help program the way that you think. So it's not simply just thinking about what you want and then boom, it appears. I'm gonna think about pizza right here. Man, I thought it would work. It's cause I'm on video, you know? Just kidding. But it's about using your heart to manifest. So it's not just thinking, because there's a difference between a thought, which is a thing, and a belief, which is related to your feelings. And so think about whether or not it's possible to believe in something, and whether it's possible that you can think something without believing in it. For example, you can have the thought, I am a giant purple octopus. Now I can think that thought. Does that mean I'm gonna manifest it? Does that mean I believe that I actually am a giant purple octopus? Well, turns out I am. So I'm an octopus and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, no, I'm not an octopus. At least not yet. But you can have a thought and not believe in it, and that's why these thoughts are falling short of manifestation, because you need to believe in them. So to do that, you get in touch with your heart and you feel the feeling of that belief. So let's say you want to manifest success and wealth, maybe a job, maybe your business wealth, maybe growth on your YouTube channel. And so you think and feel about it. Don't just think about it. So feel in your heart. Place your hands on your heart. Get your awareness in there and feel the feeling. What would it feel like to have this manifestation that I desire so much? What would it feel like to have the wealth that I desire? It'd feel great, you know? I would just know that my needs are met, I'm taken care of, and I would just feel happy knowing that I'm carefree, not a care in the world, just manifesting happy and free. And so when you get into that feeling, it aligns your brain, because the heart actually has things, I forget the word, but they're similar to neurons, basically. They're nerve cells, maybe that was it, nerve cells, that are in your heart, and they transmit messages to the brain. So your heart gets your brain working in a certain way based on your emotions. That's why, think about it, when you're anxious or you're afraid, your brain is really frantic and you can't think clearly. But when you're happy, relaxed, and calm, it's a lot easier to go with the flow, to get in the flow state, and to think clearly. That's why when you go and you give a presentation and you're super nervous, you forget everything you were going to say. But if you're just having a nice casual conversation with your YouTube subscribers and there's some trees hanging out with you, you're just like, oh, you know, we're all friends here, so I'm just gonna flow with it and go with it. And if I say something ridiculous, like I'm a giant purple octopus, it's cool, no big deal. So, that was our first secret. Second super important tip for manifestation is taking action. Now, a lot of people think that if you get good at manifestation, all you have to do is think and feel about it and then it will appear. Yes, that is a primary ingredient, but you do have to take action because we are in the physical realm of reality right now, the physical manifestation of thoughts, and action is the language of the physical realm. So think about it like this. If you ask somebody for a glass of water, and they're like, sure, I've got this water in a carafe, let me pour it for you. And you're like, okay, but then you don't put out your cup, they're just gonna pour the water onto the floor. I mean, logically in an interaction they wouldn't do that, but for the sake of this metaphor, they're pouring the water onto the floor because you didn't take the action of putting your cup out there to receive it. So let's say you find the fountain of youth and it's just pouring all of the good energy you could ever want. You need to take your bucket and put it in there and fill it up with that goodness, because you can't just desire and intend and will something and then not take the requisite action because it doesn't make sense. Another example is if you won the lottery but you don't go, like, let's say you have manifested a winning lottery ticket but you don't go and, you know, turn it in and get the money. You're not taking the action necessary. So manifestation is the key ingredient to create these things into our reality, but you have to take the action so that you can reap the rewards. A lot of people don't want to take action on anything. They just hope that good things will happen to them and they don't have to do anything. And it's like, sorry, you know, you're here in this life and I know it's probably been difficult for you at times and that makes you a little tired, but you have to do it. Like, play the game. You are in this life. Take action. Take action and make it happen. You're the one here. You're the one living your life, and you want to receive based on your manifestations, right? You can take action and make your life the life you want it to. So if you have a long-term goal like building a business, you have to take the steps necessary to build that business. It's not just gonna float and then all the pieces just magically come together. You can manifest those pieces, but you have to take the action so that you can put it together. And maybe there are some mad wizards out there who literally they can just use concentration and focus and like make things appear into reality, but from my studies of the esoteric arts, those people are incredibly rare. We don't all get to be Merlin the wizard, so that's okay. We take action, we put the different components together to get our manifestations in the physical reality. And it's awesome, and it works, so let's do it. Alright, now the third and most enticing, amazing hack for getting your manifestations to come into your reality is resonance. So everything has a resonance, everything has a frequency, everything has a vibration. And this idea of resonance is related to the idea of oneness. So, at the University of Edinburgh, they did these studies based on random number generators. And what random number generators are is a truly random device based on photon tunneling, it gets into quantum physics. I'm not going to explain it. It's super cool. There's lots of videos on the internet about that, so you can look them up. But basically, just to understand, a random number generator is a device that will create random numbers. And they did experiments to see if people's will and intention could affect the random number generators to the point that they could statistically, scientifically, validly prove that yes, people's intention, people's thoughts, people's will affected the random number generator. So, if science is proving that magic is real, magic is real, and these studies prove that people could do this. And shout out to Dean Radin. I'm reading his book right now, Real Magic. Super awesome. Check it out if you want to manifest. It has some great tips. But they asked these people who had high success rates at changing the random number generators, so these people that were good at manifesting, essentially, what it is that they did, and one of the most effective tools was resonance. So, what does that mean? That means that they felt in this state of meditation, or this mind frame, or a state of gnosis, whatever you want to call it. They felt that they lost their identity and their surroundings, and they became one with the random number generator machines, such that they felt where they had an influence on it because they were one. And if we know esoteric teachings, we are all one, the universe is one thing, and so you truly are connected to everything. So it's not like, here I am, me, outside, separate from you. It's, we are both connected, and so we are both part of the same thing, so I don't have to change you, or I don't have to force you to do anything. I know I can influence what I'm trying to manifest because I am that. So to give you a concrete example, if you're trying to get a raise in your job, and you go and ask your boss for it, recognize that you are your boss. There is no separation because you are both one. You're part of the same thing. And so you can do a meditation. In fact, you should do a meditation, because meditation is how you get better at magic and manifestation. And just close your eyes and lose yourself and understand that you are able to influence this raise that you're getting from your boss, because you and your boss are connected, and so you have that influence on it. So you are both part of the river, and the river is one, and so you can influence the flow of the river, and it's not you forcing it, it's just this marginal influence you have to make it happen. So the key is getting into the resonance, the frequency of the thing that it is that you are trying to manifest. That's why they say you don't manifest what you think, you manifest what you are. You will attract the thing that you are the frequency of. So if you're having negative thoughts all the time and you think bad things are going to happen to you, that's the frequency, that's the resonance that you're in, and that's what you manifest. Whereas if you have a positive attitude and you think that good things are coming your way, infinite abundance is coming my way, and you feel that, and you know that you are part of that infinite abundance of the universe, and that you yourself are the universe, you will manifest it because you are in that frequency and you are in that resonance. And it's really cool, and I definitely recommend meditating on this concept. And to meditate, close your eyes, focus on the breath, get in a state of a clear mind. If you're not meditating yet, really consider starting, because you want to do magic, right? It's pretty fucking cool. And when you're in that state of blankness or gnosis or universal awareness, you realize that you are connected to everything, and thus you can influence it all because it is you. You are connected to the universal field. It's as above, so below, as within, so without. We are in the universe, and the universe is within us. All things are within us, all things are without us, all things are connected. So you have everything within you that you need to manifest anything that you could possibly desire. So, all that to say, get into the resonance and frequency of the thing that you want to manifest, and then bam, it's gonna happen. So, those are my 3 amazing techniques to manifest what you want in your life. Please go ahead and like this video and subscribe. I'm in that resonance of liking my own videos and subscribing to my videos, so I know it's gonna happen. So, thank you for tuning in to Thank You Universe. Much love to everyone out there. I will see you on the next video. Bye.